Dr. Mary Matelson, the modern day Rothschild, Israelis have finally recognized. So this is from the Jerusalem Post, all right? It says Mary Matelson has been building the Jewish fortune for decades. Israel is only now starting to realize it. Get out of here, ad. So for years, Mary Matelson was an enigma in Israeli society. Her name was often uttered with an asterisk, accompanied by skepticism, controversy, and a mix of admiration and disdain. She and her late husband Sheldon were viewed as kingmakers, puppeteers, or just another set of billionaires trying to shape Israeli politics in their image. Their immense wealth, their influence over both Israel and the U.S., and perhaps most of all, their endless support for Benjamin Netanyahu made them divisive figures. But something has changed. Israelis, especially Israeli media, are finally waking up to the reality that should have been obvious all along. Mary Matelson is the most significant donor to the Jewish world and to Israel in our era. She is, in no uncertain terms, the Rothschild of today. The visible Rothschild, that's because I don't believe for 1 second that there's not a Rothschild that exists that has more money than Mary Matelson, for the record. So she's a big supporter of Netanyahu. The people of Israel don't like Netanyahu, so I don't know if they like her too much. But man, how deep do I want to go into this? You know what? Let's do it. I saw an interesting video the other day. Don't know if I agree with it, but I want to play it for you because it hits on Adelson, Lutnick, and Wickoff. Wickoff, is that how you say it? Steve Wickoff. So, yeah, Howard Lutnick's an interesting one. He's like JD Vance. Like I don't think I've ever heard him say something I don't like, but it's almost like scary when you don't hear something that you don't like from a person, because it's like why do you seem so perfect? What are you up to?
I would prefer a deal to the other alternative, which I think everybody in this play knows what that is.
No, what is it?
It's not going to be pretty, and I do not prefer that.
Behind him, who's that guy behind him?
That's Lutnick.
Was that Lutnick?
Yeah, Lutnick, right? That was Lutnick.
One of the triumvirate. He's always there.
He's always there in the shadows.
There he is.
Wait a second. That's like the meme.
He
That
is.
is
That's
the
the meme.
He's doing-
We got it up. We got the meme up. So we've got Howard Lutnick over here, like kind of hiding half behind
in the shadows.
in
Literally
the
in the shadows.
behind the president, right? And then you can go to this anti-Semitic meme from like 1930.
I
Oh
call
man,
it the triumvirate. Obviously, there's more than three people that are behind what's happening to the Trump administration. You know, it's sort of implosion, as I've called it. But there are three that I refer to as the triumvirate. Howard Lutnick is number one, and Howard Lutnick is running the Commerce Department. He is the executor, or one of the executors, of the Sovereign Wealth Fund. And who is Howard Lutnick? He's former CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald. He represents the Rothschild bankers. He represents Wall Street.
Say what?
The next is Witkoff. Witkoff is handling all of our foreign affairs. He is basically the shadow Secretary of State. And who does he represent? AIPAC. He represents the Israel lobby. And the third member of the triumvirate is Miriam Adelson. And Miriam Adelson needs no introduction, but she represents the Zionist banking class that basically bought and bribed Donald Trump, or worse.
All right, so I'm not taking a position on that yet. It's like I genuinely haven't looked into these people enough yet to have like firm beliefs on that. But Lutnick, Whitney Webb keeps talking a lot about Lutnick. I mean, I think that she just has a bias to dislike everybody. You know, I try not to like lean too much into what anybody is saying, but she talks a lot of crap about Lutnick. I'm not ready to go there yet. Same thing as Trump and Elon. I'm still super happy they're in there, and like the vast majority of what they're doing, but I'm still gonna talk shit when I don't like what they're doing. Wickoff, I know nothing about. I gotta look into him a lot. I know he was on Tucker and he did that podcast, so I gotta watch that podcast and learn more about him. But yeah, with this removing kids from the country, like for doing stuff college campuses, like I get it if you're on a visa, but you know, it's definitely a step towards harming free speech, so we can't have that. But let me do some looking into that one, and we'll circle back to that